All right, you are now really entering into the Dream 100 world, and I wanted to first of all tell you this is going to be so awesome. And before we get any further, I want to explain to you one thing that you really need to pay attention to, and that is getting results from the Dream 100. So I've been doing this for a long time, all right, and I have helped countless, like thousands of students with the Dream 100. And what I want you to know right now is that doing this on your own is not a great idea, okay? I promise you that is a multi-year sentence to try and figure it out on your own. Yes, you have resources like the Dream 100 book and what have you, but the reality is this. I'm just going to be fully honest. Is that okay? The number one reason folks don't get results with Dream 100 is this. They don't do it. All right, and here's why they don't do it. It's not that they don't want to do it or they don't know that it's awesome and they should be doing it. I've been guilty of this myself. So what happens is you get all excited about the Dream 100. You go to implement it, you do it for a while, and then it gets boring or it gets confusing at some point or something happens and it just doesn't get done. Okay, so I use the analogy of a little like bird's nest with baby birds in it, and imagine like the mama comes back with a worm and then you got the baby birds all chirping and they're all like making noise and being annoying. Which one does the mama bird feed first? Right? She feeds the one that's the loudest. Okay, so the Dream 100 is not the loudest. It's just not. It's not a big fire that you have to put out every day. It's not, in your face. It's that perfect little baby bird in the back of the nest that should get fed, okay, because it's the perfect one, and it doesn't. So again, I'm guilty of this as well. So this is what I have for you to completely take that out of the picture. And this has been something that has been created based on a massive demand. All of our students went crazy when we launched this, and it's insane. Like the results we're getting from people, I'll get to in a second here. But we created a Dream 100 Done For You program, right? Now, what is that? Or it's not a program. It's a service. It's a white glove, hands-off service. What does that mean? Well, we're going to solve the three biggest problems that you're going to face, okay? I'm going to get a crystal ball. I'm going to come from the future. This is Dana from the future, and I'm explaining to you that you're going to have three problems that we have already solved for you. So just hear me out and click yes, okay? You'll thank me later. First problem is this: getting completely clear on who your Dream 100 is, and then getting the list built, and then getting the data points and the contact info, and then getting the right icebreakers in. Okay, so I have a team of researchers that I have personally trained that do this all day, every day. We will have our team of researchers build your Dream 100 list, okay, literally to at least 100 targets with all the contact info, all the data points you could ever want, and custom icebreakers. So you say the right thing from the very beginning and you get their attention, okay? So my team of researchers, all based in the US, by the way, we'll do that for you, hands off. That's problem number one. Problem number two, okay, we have the list. Great. Now what do we say to the list? And sure as heck don't want to say the wrong thing, okay? Here's where I come in. I, as you know, world-class copywriter. I have tested and perfected scripts. And this is where a lot of people get hung up. So I have a team of trained copywriters that use my tested and perfected scripts that I have tested, personally written and tested over the years. They will use that as a foundation. They will not, it's not like this thing that they type into a software program or something stupid. It's real copywriters, really trained by Dana. They're not cheap, okay? But it's worth it because it works, okay? So what they're going to do is they're going to write your entire from scratch Dream 100 outreach campaign based off of my tested and perfected campaigns that I've created over the years. So you're going to have your entire outreach campaign completely written for you, hands off. All you got to do is fill in a questionnaire, which is going to be on the next page. Super simple. And then they take it from there. Okay. And this is world-class copy, by the way. Like, this is expensive stuff that I've negotiated a really good deal for you. Okay. So you're going to have your entire outreach campaign completely done, hands off. Does that sound awesome? I hope so. And then the third problem is, okay, now I have the I've got my scripts, I've got my campaigns, I got my targets. Now it's like I got to send to them, right? So this is probably the simplest thing, but it's also the most important, because I can't tell you how many times we have had people that have amazing scripts, a Dream 100 list, and they don't send them, okay? They're scared, or they don't want to be rejected, or insert excuse or reason, right? Don't worry, I've got a team of trained assistants, again, all in the US, that are literally sitting there at the ready to send all of the scripts on your behalf, right? And what's really cool is it kind of positions you even higher in terms of status, because if you reach out to someone directly, maybe you're not that important because you're taking the time to do that. But if you have an assistant that reaches out to someone on your behalf, like, bam, you're important, obviously. So with that being said, my team of assistants do a really good job. My business partner literally oversees them because we do not want to allow one of the biggest complaints, not complaints, but one of the biggest fears that we have in our clients letting us do this for them is, I don't want to screw it up and like make me look bad. So we take it really seriously. We do a really thorough good job. We don't screw it up. And we have our team of assistants sending your campaign out on your behalf without you lifting a finger. Is that pretty cool? So we do that in a number of ways that we have tested and found the most effective. And of course, these are all customized to you with the customized icebreakers for your Dream 100 targets so that you look like you have your stuff together from the beginning, because we really put a lot of time into this. So with that being said, we will send at least 2 messages for every single Dream 100 target on your list. So you're getting at least 200 messages. That means an initial outreach message and then a follow-up message if they don't respond after a certain amount of time. So with that being said, you're getting all 3 problems solved. This happens without you touching anything. You don't even have to think about it. It's all happening in the background. The price you're paying for this is so low compared to figuring out on your own, which would take you years. It took me, I'm not stupid, and it took me a long time, years and years. Or hiring someone that claims they're going to know how to do this, spending thousands or 10,000 plus on whatever they promise you, and then they get you next to nothing, or doing nothing. That's actually the most expensive problem, because just think about it. What is one Dream 100 like target worth if you land one to you over time? Probably thousands, if not tens of thousands, or hundreds of thousands, or millions of dollars over time. Okay, so you really, it doesn't make sense financially to not take this offer, to be honest. So with that being said, again, what you're gonna get tangibly delivered without you really having to do anything except fill out a questionnaire real quick is your entire Dream 100 list, target list, completely built, 100 targets at least, with everything you need. Your entire Dream 100 outreach campaign done, and then our team sends them for you. Okay, it can't get better than this. It can't get easier than this. This is happening for me as we're speaking. I'm doing a video. People are sending stuff on my behalf for my Dream 100. Okay, and I am not even worried about it. It's awesome. So what I like to say is this is the expectation is, and I can get into numbers a little bit, but realistically, the first couple of groups that went through this, and we've got this. It's not a beta anymore. It's a real service that we've it's doing really well. It's performing, and we're seeing anywhere from 10 to 25% response rate on these cold outreaches. That's insane. Okay, so even if you don't have, if we're starting from scratch, that's okay. It's built for that. If you already have a list of Dream 100 targets in your head or on a spreadsheet somewhere or whatever, send it to us and we can build off of it, okay? It doesn't matter where you're at. Let us take it from here. There are now, we're the experts, okay? There's a reason I've done all the things I've done, and I've written every resource and created every resource on it because we know it like nothing else, like no one else's business. So there's not been a better time in history, in my opinion, to take advantage of the Dream 100 done right. Yes, you can go and try and figure it out on your own, and that's fine, be my guest, but why not just invest a little bit of money right now to let us do it for you? I'll tell you this, the margins on this are not crazy high for me. That's how much I believe in wanting you to experience it, okay? So if getting 10 to 25% of your Dream 100 targets to respond to you in some way, to either get them to work with you directly or promote you or partner with you or both or all of the above, if that sounds pretty good, and to the tune of, think about it, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, if not millions over time, pretty good investment. Look at that price, right? Pretty crazy. Can't say no to that. Again, I don't make a ton on this. If I did, I would be happier. No, I'm just kidding. I want to help you. That makes me happier. So with that being said, all you got to do is click yes below. What we're going to do, if you think about it, like zoom out for a second, we are just setting the appointments with your Dream 100. So we're taking all that legwork and all that time and effort and figuring stuff out and all that. We're taking that out of the picture for you. And you don't have to clear your schedule anymore. All you got to do is just take the calls. Like, we'll get the calls scheduled or whatever meetings you want to do. We'll get it started, and then you just take it from there, okay? So if I can make an analogy, if this was a dating service, like, we'll fill out your profile, we'll sift through all of the stuff, the people, we'll get rid of the bad ones, we'll keep the good ones, and all you got to do is show up for the date. That's it, okay? That'd be pretty sweet, wouldn't it? So with that being said, go ahead and click yes below. The price on this is going to go up. We're taking people in. It's more important to us right now to get more people in and continue to get better. But the price is going to double. So what you're seeing now is ridiculous. That is not the actual final price at all. And if you don't believe me, go to Upwork right now and look at how much a copywriter is to write an entire campaign. Okay, so with that being said, you're getting a steal. I've negotiated, I've trained all these people, put all the time in on the front end so that you can reap the benefits now. And I highly recommend you taking this now, because if you come back later, the price will be higher, guaranteed. With that being said, just click yes, and then on the thank you page or the confirmation page, or in your email somewhere after your order, we will get that questionnaire out to you, and then we'll rock and roll, and it'll be hands off. Okay, so what better thing could you get right now than your Dream 100 completely done for you without you lifting a finger, right? What? Okay, so with that being said, click yes below, get all this goodness, this Dream 100 goodness, and join the club of elites that are leveraging Dream 100 like crazy to build amazing companies, and not even have to go through all of the traditional hard work and mistake making and time and energy and all that stuff of getting there. So with that being said, click yes, let my team help you, and we'll see you on the other side.